Hi folks, this is Jim Hazen, Certified Senior Advisor with Hazen Senior Solutions in Burlington, North Carolina. And this is a follow-up video to a previous one. Basically, I had discussed in the previous one the annual election period that's coming up. That is for most folks that have certain kinds of Medicare plans that might want to make changes or review their plans with me, or may actually want to go to a different plan and so forth. Those folks need to pay attention to this video because I'm going to tell you how to get together with us. For those of you who are going to be new to Medicare, who obviously want to know where to go and get information because they need to learn the basics, we will give you some information on that as well. If you also are an individual who is simply looking around trying to get information but somehow has not been helped out in the past, maybe by a previous agent or something of that nature, and want to get information, sit down with us and get some guidance, by all means, pay attention to what we're about to say and we'll go from there. Biggest problem we have is COVID. COVID is going to dictate exactly how all our meetings are going to take place. And I have to tell you right now, at this point, looking at the CDC guidelines, looking at what the North Carolina Department of Insurance might say, what even the plans themselves might say, they might all come back together and say no meetings at all. But at this point, we're going to basically take the safe route, which is to limit our meetings to certain venues and certain ways to do it that keeps you safe. And that's the most important thing, okay? So the days of me having a big meeting over at the K&W cafeteria with the pie and coffee and all the rest of that stuff, unfortunately, is on hold until the end of COVID, or at least until it's tamped down and it's under control. So again, we're going to miss a second year. I hate to do that because I get to see all of you at least once a year. And I kind of miss doing that for obvious reasons. Now, one, for all of you, no matter what your story is about how you deal with Medicare, it's very important that you have a list of your doctors, your prescription drugs, and any other particular things that might be of interest to you. Now, the reason why is we have to check in the doctor's case. We need to check, for example, that networks are not an issue. Can you go to this doctor group and that doctor group and so forth, all right? And there are some hospital groups, for example, that you may be going to that are not really in the normal for folks in certain counties. So we have to make sure that your plan is flexible to let you do that kind of thing. The drug side, we have to make sure that the network for your pharmacies are still good. For the most part, I don't anticipate any major changes this year, but just the same, we need to look at that. We would review things, for example, for savings and mail order and so forth, and we would review your copays and the fact that your drug is still on the formulary, so you're A-okay to go for next year. The same thing would happen too if you're in the insulin program for 2021 or maybe missed that program. We would definitely try to guide you through that process to make sure that, for one, the folks that are in it now don't have to make a change or have other options if they want it. But mostly for those folks that didn't participate in it, maybe we need to definitely look at this as something that you need to do and then do the cost comparisons and so forth, okay? That information, all of that information is the same for all three groups of you, people with existing plans, new to Medicare, and people that are shopping around that I don't really know yet. Those folks all need that basic information to be armed to make a proper decision as to which plan they may want to choose. Because remember something, no agent should tell you what the best plan is for you. In fact, they are very strict about that. Never use that word best because it doesn't really help you. We don't want to tell you what to do. We want to guide you and educate you and get you in the mode of saying, yeah, I'm making a good choice. This is the plan that works. This is not a high pressure situation. You're going to have multiple choices. And many of the plans kind of look alike, but now it's just a matter of letting you choose the one that really appeals to you and has the benefits that you feel will fit you, okay? Now, all the plans will typically include added benefits. We could talk about dental, vision, and hearing, possibly things like transportation, possibly a thing like meals at home for those that are discharged from the hospital. All these things are in some plans, and then some things are in all the plans, and then there are a few things that really vary from plan to plan. Keep in mind what's important to you in any plan that you want to have, and then you're going to come in and sit down with us, and we're going to carry you through that. And then, like I say, we are going to try to offer to you multiple choices rather than just one. Sometimes it does boil down to that, but I like to think that if you can have a choice of 2 to 3 plans, then you can make a good educated decision as to what you want to do. All right, so here's the meetings, the way it's going to happen. Again, the problem with COVID is dictating this, so we've got to keep your health concerns and my health concerns at the top priority of this decision. You know exactly how they handle you in the hospital, so we're going to follow very similar procedures. We will wear masks, okay? We will keep our offices clean wherever we're at, even if we're back at the Walmart office or if we're having a meeting somewhere. Everything's going to be kept clean, everything will be sterilized, and we're going to keep safe distancing among everybody, and we are going to make sure that you, above all, are safe. So what's going to happen is this. We're going to have, at my office in Burlington, we now have 3 separate rooms. We are going to have 3 separate meetings at a time with one of us in each one of those rooms helping somebody, either on one-to-one or maybe if it's a couple or a small family, we'll do that as well. But we're still going to keep everybody at a safe distance and arrange the rooms accordingly, okay? And we'll meet for as long as you need to make sure you understand what you're supposed to do, okay? Now, here's a tip for my existing customers, okay? 1, you do not have to make a change if you choose not to. 2, if you come in and sit down with us, you don't have to pick another plan that day. We can arm you with all the information you need so that you can pick the plan you want to later and just simply go home and then call us later for a final meeting to do things. If, however, you are ready to sign up, and this is the reason why I'm giving you this tip, if you're ready to sign up, you know the plan you want to do, or you just want to get it out of your way or whatever, please make sure to bring your Medicare card with you, your red, white, and blue Medicare card, because we can't do anything about signing up for a plan without that card, okay? Normally, you're not supposed to carry it with you, and I really don't want you to have it in your pocketbook or in your wallet. I want you to basically leave that thing at home in a safe place unless you're ready to do business, is the best way of explaining that. For people who are new to Medicare, typically you don't have to bring that card with you. A lot of you won't even have it yet, okay? So we'll guide you through the process of how to get that card. And then when you have your card and you said, yeah, Jim, I like this plan, I will sit down and talk to you, fine, we'll go from there. Our meetings, by the way, for those new to Medicare are what's called Welcome to Medicare. And those meetings, which will basically be centered around this book here, which is a handout that you'll receive and has some worksheets in it to allow you to customize your own thing, is basically based on the Medicare and You Handbook, which is issued by the CMS, which is the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, which governs Medicare. So what happens is that you will be armed with both pieces of information. You'll go home, you'll take time, we'll give you your time scheduled when you're supposed to be in Medicare. We'll even help you and guide you to how to get your Medicare card, because a lot of people do have to sign up for Medicare, and a lot of people don't know that. And we'll make sure all those things are correct. Now, what we're going to do with them is the same thing. One-on-one meetings typically, especially for the second time around. But for the first meeting, we will have some Welcome to Medicare meetings. And those Welcome to Medicare meetings will, again, be very small groups, well separated, and safe in all respects. Those things will be advertised. You may see those. If you want to come in and see us on an individual basis because of the restrictions going on, we were doing that all this year, we can still, practice that the same way. So for you who are new to Medicare, those kind of meetings will be set up and you'll see those advertised. But you can also call the 800 number is that you will see, hopefully he's putting it over here, but he may put it up there or there, wherever he puts it, I don't know. You can call the 800 number and ask for a meeting to basically discuss these basics of Medicare and figure out what you're supposed to do. Keep in mind, you have a definite time frame that you're supposed to get things done within. Ask us, we'll tell you what it is, and we'll tell you if you're premature about getting in too early or whatever, and then we'll go from there. But for the folks who are my members, you've got to see us. We'll have those meetings at the office, as I described, with 3 different rooms. We're going to do that right through the whole AEP. You just let us know what's good and comfortable for you. But the last group that I need to talk about And by the way, the folks, and I didn't mean to skip over them, the folks who may just don't know what to do but have Medicare already, you all are part of that first part, those first two groups. Call us, we'll set you up a meeting. It's not a problem. But again, everybody bring your information, because we cannot really assemble any information for you unless you have that kind of basic information for us to help you. But there is one last group. It's the folks that simply cannot get out of the house. I have a lot of folks that I have known since 2005, and they were up in age at that time. And frankly, as we get older, mobility becomes an issue. And also illness could be a possibility. And that's why we can't do home visits anymore, because the illness, not safe for you, not safe for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to do one-on-one meetings first over the phone, if anything. If you have a caregiver, or you are technically adept enough to do it or used to doing it, we can do video chats via the computer here and with your cell phone or your computer at home. And we can talk to you, show you evidence of coverage, do all those kind of things very safely that way. We can deliver material to your home, right to your porch there. You can pick it up, read it, and go forth. If you like it, you can sign it. We'll come back and we'll pick it up from you later. So again, there's a lot of things we can do for those people who are kind of at home and not able to get out, all right? So we've covered all the meetings of where we're going to do it, except one last one, and that is this. We are in the Walmart again, okay? I have been in the Walmart since 2005. We're going to have that same booth over there. I don't know where it's going to be yet, but it's probably always at the front of the store. And that is a perfect place for you to just stop by if you're out shopping, because I've always joked about it. Everybody ends up at Walmart sooner or later, and look us up over there. Our schedule is not yet set, but we do start setting up over there around October 10th, and we'll stay there till December 7th. And for those folks who want to come by the Walmart, we'll typically be there from roughly 9 o'clock in the morning to, as we're anticipating, around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. After 2, it gets just too busy in the Walmart to do business. It gets too noisy. So basically, we'll try to keep 2 people there at a time. At least 1 will be there, but we're going to try to keep 2 so that you won't have to wait too long, and we can figure out how to do things there. That's a good place for you that are current members that just want to check on things. It's a good place for you folks that are going to be new to Medicare that want to get basic information. And it's a good place for folks that are just shopping and have something that's not with us and just wants to find out what is good for you. So again, that'll be Walmart. So again, just a rundown to know, and again, it's all revolving around this 800 number, which again, hopefully is circulating somewhere in this frame. You will have the chance of one-to-one meetings, or one-on-one meetings rather, over at my office, okay, with a person. You will have a chance to sit down at the Walmart with one of our people, okay? You will have a chance also, if you're at home, to do the phone calls and some kind of video chat meeting with folks, okay? I really missed the meetings at the K&W. They were a wonderful place to go, and it was a great place to socialize and see folks I haven't seen in a long time. And I really do miss the fact that we couldn't do it last year. And of course, this year it looks like it's just a no-go as well. If you can, again, pay attention to that phone number, give us a call, we'll get you set up. Look for further videos to follow this on how to use the benefits like the dental, vision, and hearing aids, the stuff you see advertised on TV. Is it real? Okay. How does it work in the plans you currently have, and what may be coming in the near future, and how to, work with the networks and how to bill and so forth. Look for other things. For example, those that might need help for extra help, or LIS, low income subsidy, or even Medicaid to help you with the cost of your drugs and what's called the gap or donut hole. Look for those videos. That'll be coming down the line fairly soon as well. And good seeing you all again. Thank you.